Well, again, today you can pretty much put ditto marks on the forecast for today, what we saw yesterday, what we're going to see tomorrow, and even going into Sunday. But after Sunday, we start to break the heat here, finally. Until then, though, do what you can to beat the heat. Repeated the heat is what we're looking at as we go on through the next couple days here, feeling more like 105 to 110, maybe even greater than that as we go through Sunday. Heat advisories are already issued and potentially could be upgraded to excessive heat warnings as we progress through the weekend. Now, I think a better chance of some isolated storms later this afternoon north of Highway 264. Gusty winds and brief heavy downpours are what we're going to be looking at with those storms. But as I mentioned, the pattern does finally start to change as we head on into the first part of next week, as we do finally get some cooler and wetter weather coming into the neighborhood here. So keep that in mind, that we potentially by next week could be looking at 2 to 3 inches of rain and temperatures in the 80s. Heat advisory, as I mentioned, in effect for all of Eastern Carolina today, tomorrow, and for Sunday as well. Feeling more like 105 to 110 degrees. And as far as, you know my saying, if you're going to get close to the record, might as well just go ahead and break it, right? Well, I'm not sure I want to break 104 and 105 degree record in Washington for today and tomorrow. Williamston, New Bern, 98. That looks more obtainable. In fact, you'll notice that just 2 years ago, we set the new record in New Bern. Kinston, 105, 103. Yeah, I think those numbers will be safe. But Greenville potentially could make a run at it for tomorrow. Again, feeling like 105 to 110 with record-setting high temperatures, actual temperatures in the upper 90s and near 100. Even at the beaches, we're talking about low 90s. Still steamy and sultry overnight tonight, very similar to what we're dealing with this morning. Low 80s at the beaches, upper 70s for inland spots. Tomorrow, back into the heat, again, flirting with some record-high temperatures in a couple spots, and inland locations, actual temperatures probably into the low 100s. Now, that's what I'm forecasting for the day today. New Bern, 98, same thing for Williamston, so potentially tying the records. As I said, I think we'll fall just a little bit short in Greenville and Kinston, but it's not necessarily the actual temperature, it's what it's going to feel like to your body, feeling like 105 to 110 degrees. You can see even by 2 or 3 o'clock, we're going to be remaining there and staying there as we go through even the early evening hours. Sultry overnight tonight, and then we're right back up in that area as we track the heat index and the humidity as we go on through the day tomorrow. Fortunately, though, with this heat, we did have some deadly storms across the portions of Tennessee, as we have been watching this cluster of thunderstorms gradually dissipate, but 2 people dead, I believe, if I remember correctly, in the eastern Tennessee mountains as a result of this heat upper-level ridge that's starting to break down. Now, you'll notice all the clear skies, Chicago to Buffalo, down through central Pennsylvania and Ohio, that's where the upper-level ridge is located, and that's what we're going to be dealing with actually coming in from the north into the neighborhood as we head on through today. So we've got one last little disturbance, one little short wave in the atmosphere, helping touch off some of the cloud cover we're seeing for this morning. That'll come across the Virginia-North Carolina border later this afternoon. But as I was talking about, here's where that upper-level heat ridge is, sitting out here in the central plains and northern plains as well. And watch how it kind of comes in from the north over us as we go in through Sunday. But what you'll also notice is, notice how we kind of get this split starting to develop here in the Tennessee Valley. That's because we're starting to see some troughiness develop in southern Canada, and that's what's going to be coming into the neighborhood here as we head through Sunday and Monday. Now, here's the problem. Upper-level ridge out here across the western Atlantic, upper-level ridge back out here into the Rockies. Notice, enough weakness to bring a front into the neighborhood here for Monday and Tuesday, but not enough drive from the upper-level disturbance to actually get the front all the way through. So as a result, we're going to be left with this front kind of hanging across eastern Carolina here as we go in through Tuesday, Wednesday, and even into Thursday. So potentially could be looking at 2, 3 inches or more inches of rainfall as that front just kind of hangs out. There's the filtered sunshine for the morning hours here. Notice future track picking up on north of Highway 264 across Terrell, Hyde, Dare, northern Hyde County, Beaufort County, maybe even Pitt County. Some isolated storms that will pop in the heat of the day today, and any of those storms could have some damaging wind gusts and also some heavy downpours. We'll see the high-level cloudiness over us tonight. And future track, I get a feeling it's probably overdoing it for the day tomorrow. I don't see the parameters in the atmosphere to touch off some isolated storms. I think we're getting a little feedback just like we have been recently as far as the models overdoing it. Here's the numbers you want to see, though. Upper 90s to near that 100-degree mark. Talking about barely in the 70s overnight tonight and back into the low 100s as we head on through the day tomorrow. So plenty of sunshine around. That upper-level ridge sits over the area for Saturday and Sunday. Low 100s is where we're going to be headed to. Now, the pattern does start to change. Clouds increase late in the day on Monday. Scattered storms will be around. And any of those storms for Monday and especially going into Tuesday potentially, again, could be on the severe side. So that's something we'll continue to track and alert you to as we head through the weekend into early next week. Have yourself a good weekend. Enjoy the pool or the beach or whatever you're doing to beat the heat. I'll see you on the other side of it on Monday. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still.